We've got just 4 problems left in this section. Let's take a look at 24. So let's start here with 24. Now, these are what's called compound inequalities because we've got more than just one inequality here. So these are compound inequalities. Here's what we have. We have in 24, we have negative 8 is less than 4x, which in turn is less than 12. Now, what I want to do here is to isolate the x. So why don't we divide by 4? But I have to divide all 3 sides by 4 this time. So we'll get negative 8 over 4, less than 4x over 4, less than 12 over 4. Now, negative 8 divided by 4, that's negative 2. Strictly less than. Now, careful, we're not going to change the sign here, right? We're not going to change the direction of that sign. We change the direction of the sign only if we divide by a negative. I'm dividing into a negative, not by a negative. So no need to change that direction. And then the 4 over 4, that's just a 1, so that just gives us an x strictly less than 3. There we go. And then we could graph this. Let's set up a number line, call it x. And here's what we are. Just bring these numbers straight down. Negative 2, and these are strict inequalities, so open circles. So we open circle at negative 2, open circle at 3, and all the x's are between. And then we could even write this in interval notation. Interval notation, remember, goes lower limit, comma, upper limit, or left, comma, right. So I can see what I've got here. I can see it here too. So I'm going to write negative 2, comma, 3. Negative 2 is not included, so parentheses. 3 is not included, so parentheses. Let's see what we can do with 25. Now 25, another compound inequality, and we have to eliminate the 4 and the 5, and we'll do it in an order, right? So what we're going to do first is subtract 4. I'll say what we're going to do. We're going to subtract 4. Now if we do that, we'll get 14 minus 4 is 10, so we'll get 10 less than or equal to 5x, and then 4 minus 4 is 0. It's gone. That's why we did it. And then 24 minus 4 is 20, so strictly less than 20. Now we're going to divide by 5. Now, alert, we're dividing through an inequality, but by a positive number, so no sign, no symbol direction changes. So divide by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2, less than or equal to x, strictly less than. 20 divided by 5 is 4. There we go. Number 26, let's start by using the distributive property. So we'll get negative 4, strictly less than 2x minus 6, right? 2x and then minus 6, less than or equal to 6. Now, we're going to do two things. We're going to add 6. We're going to divide by 2. So if we add 6, all right, that's the first thing I'm going to do is add 6. So I get negative 4 plus 6, that's a 2. Strictly less than 2x, less than or equal to, now I'm adding 6. I've got 6 already, I add 6 more, takes us up to 12. Now we're going to divide by 2, alert, but we're dividing by a positive, so no direction changes. So let's divide 2 to 12, so we'll get 2 divided by 2 is a 1, strictly less than x, less than or equal to, and the 12 divided by 2 is a 6. Now here in 27, clearly we have a fraction. Now you maybe remember what we've been doing before with fractions. We get the lowest common denominator, or just a common denominator, which is 2 in this case. So I'm going to write here that my LCD, the lowest common denominator, is 2, and then what we do is we're going to multiply through by 2. I'm going to multiply this side, the middle, and this side by 2. Now it's going to look like this. Now I'm multiplying by a positive, so no direction changes for those inequality signs. So I'll get 2 times negative 7, less than or equal to 2 times the 5 plus 1/2 x, strictly less than 2 times 10. So we'll get negative 14 less than or equal to, now distribute. So we'll get 10 plus, now I'm going to go ahead and show it here. It's going to be 2 times 1/2 x less than 20. Now you may know what that is and go ahead and go through that step. It's going to be negative 14 less than or equal to 10 plus, now 2 into 2 will go once, or 2 times 1/2 is 1. So we get 1x less than 20. One more step. Let's subtract this 10, right? We've got a positive 10. Let's subtract 10. So the plan here is to subtract 10. So we will get negative 14 minus 10, negative 24, less than or equal to x, strictly less than, and over here, 20 minus 10 is the 10. Get it to right here. There we have it.